Going on, y'all? It's your boy TimboJ, straight out of Memphis, Tennessee, the 901, and he got my guy up next with this interview. He finna go ahead and get into some deep stuff. A lot of things ain't nobody talking about. Hey, we ain't gonna hold our tongue today. I'm just gonna let y'all know this, so be warned.
What it do? What it do? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy More from Up Next TV. Man, follow me on Instagram. It just popped up. And man, today, bro, we actually got a producer, artist, man. Man, he's just talented, bro. Shout out to my guy TimboJ, bro. What's going on with you today, bro?
What's going on, man?
How you feeling? Like, how life been going?
Man, life been going crazy, but you know, I stay afloat. Hey, living in Memphis, you know how it be.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just glad to be here and gave me this opportunity to do this interview.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Man, how did you come up? Like, we gonna get straight into it, bro. Like, how did you come up with the name TimboJ, bro?
Yeah, that's a good question right there.
Yeah.
Man, I got that. It's a combination from my father's name and my granddad's name. My granddad no longer with us, so hey, my middle name is James, and my dad's name is Timothy. So my name is Timothy James Nichols. Hey, giving out my government name.
Yeah.
You know, hey,
You good, bro? You good?
but hey, it's just a combination of both of those. It's Timbo and then J. I just cut this short.
Yeah. So, man, you know, you an artist, producer, and you do know how to engineer too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you do all three, bro. How did that all come about? Like, take us from the beginning to the end. Like, when did you realize you can do it? What made you start doing it? And how you still, like, maintaining doing it?
Okay, so the engineering aspect, you know, producing and everything, hey, I just had humble beginnings. You know, like, hey, I ain't have everything handed to me, so one thing I did have was an iPhone. And we all know iPhones got GarageBand on there.
Yeah.
I was making my music off GarageBand. Like, I remember it was at one point I was just in my room. He had just moved in his house. I ain't had no mattress. I ain't had nothing. I'm sitting there on the ground, man, in my room. I'm recording on that junk. You know, with the iPhone headphones and everything.
Yeah.
And it just translated to what I'm doing now. And that's just producing on my desktop, my Mac, you know.
Yeah.
I always been hungry for it. I've been hungry for it ever since I was a kid. I was taking drumsticks at church, you know, doing service.
Oh, so you was a part of the church too? Like, was you active in the church, like serving, playing instruments and all that?
Nah, not playing instruments though. I wanted to be though, but it was one of them things where I was just too young. I don't really think anybody just seen like that spark in me. But I was in the choir for sure. I used to always sing in the choir. My mama always bring it up. It was this one song. It was this gospel song named "God Wants to Hear You."
Yeah, bro. So do you feel like with you being involved with all that, like, so basically what you're saying is you always had the ear for music, but you just never wanted it. Did you feel like you couldn't afford the stuff to do it, or?
Yeah, absolutely. This is just how life goes, you know. Like I said, everyone don't really have it like that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to you educating yourself about things that you can make available to yourself, like I'm of age now, so back then I didn't have a job. You know, I gotta rely on my parents to get by. I'm going through school, and on top of that, I got a whole bunch of other stuff. So when I did finally start working, hey, I saved up for it, and I started buying the things one by one. Got my MIDI keyboard, got my audio interface. Man, that was hell to get. I ain't gonna lie, man. I started building my setup around like back when COVID really started sparking off.
Yeah.
So, man, it's
not trying to cut you off, bro. My bad.
Good?
Do you remember the first piece of equipment you bought, and what was his job you was working at the time?
The first piece of equipment. Man, that's a good question. I brought my microphone before anything.
Yeah. What type of microphone?
Man, I got an Audio Technica 2020. It's man,
I got one of them joints at the house, bro.
It's a budget affordable mic, and it give you a flat frequency response. It don't boost any of the mids, it don't boost any of the highs. It's just flat, and I like that. Give you professional sound, and for $100, I mean, you can't beat that.
Yeah,
man. It's really crazy thinking on it, you know. Man, my first job ever, man, like straight out of high school. Before then, nobody wanted to accept me for the jobs.
Yeah.
You know, like I was filling out applications for places like Burger King, McDonald's, just fast food places I told myself I'd never try to apply for. And man, I got blessed with this job by somebody from my school. Man, shout out Elijah. Man, he the one that really gave me that joint. And like I'm so serious.
Yeah.
Man, I went into my mama's job. He was there. Man, he was working for this painting company. Yeah. And just because I was there, I got that opportunity. I called his boss. He gave me the number. I got hired same day.
Yeah.
I was doing that job for 2 years. Yeah. And I mean 2 years, like I'm in the ceiling, dusting out beans, painting stuff.
You was getting paid hella money though, I bet, bro. Like you was getting paid some good money, I bet.
Nah.
For real?
Nah. Not no disrespect to my boss, but I feel like he could have done better. You know, but man, I was just coming straight out of high school. I started off at 10. It took me a minute to get to 11. Yeah. Then I get a raise to 13. And this is in the span of 2 years. If they don't sound like some BS to you, then hey, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. But just going through all that, it just led me up to this point. And it's just one of them things where you start to accept everything that you handed instead of making excuses for yourself. Yeah. I had to make something happen. I said, hey, I want to change. I want to make music. So, hey, I'm going to get this money. I'm going to save. And then I'm going to go ahead and set everything up.
Yeah. And bro, let me elaborate on it, because I feel like, bro, that's a problem with a lot of young people today, because we both young, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm 20 years old, bro. So let me tell you this, like, I just feel like a lot of young people, and you can elaborate on this too, a lot of people, they feel like it's wrong to work a job to get what you want to do what you want to do. Bro, you don't have the freaking money. How you gonna get the money to do what you want to do? It's no way around it, bro. You have to work like me, bro. I have to work to invest into Up Next TV. Nigga, you have to do it. There's no way around it.
Correct. Yeah, man, working a 9 to 5, or whatever it is, how many hours you working, bro, it's not corny. Ain't nothing wrong with working a job. And I tell you this, man, it was at one point where my mind was telling me I ain't want to do nothing. Yeah. But there wasn't nothing but the devil in my head trying to put me in a lazy state. Yeah. You don't never want to be like that, because you ain't going to never win. You never going to get where you thinking of in life. I just made a change, and hey, that's when I started filling out applications after applications.
And did you, at the time, like when you was filling out the applications, did you care what job it was? You was like, bro, I just need a job to get this money.
Man, hey, I filled out a job for AC Penny. I said AC Penny. I mean JC Penny. Yeah. Yeah, man. Like,
but you want it just shows how determined you was to want it, bro.
Yeah, it really did. Like, man, I literally begged my mom. I was like, Mama, man, take me up here to JC Penny. Take me up here. Man, I got up there. Before time out, they couldn't even hire me because I was 17. But they said they hired at 17. I ain't even gonna get on that because it was one of them things where they lying, bro. Yeah. So let me
ask you this, and not to kind of cut you off, bro.
Are you good?
You know what I'm saying? So, how do you, as a producer, bro? How do you define your style and your sound? Like, how do you what you feel like your sound is as a producer, bro?
That's a good question, man. You asked me some good ones. Some takeaways. Yeah. All I can say is I'm authentic. Everybody say that, but hey, it's just one thing that you're gonna have to hear. You just gonna give my stuff a chance. You got to listen to it. Yeah. I made some beats for a couple artists, that's in Memphis, and hey, it's one of them things where you're gonna have to catch on. You're gonna have to hear it. I do my best to try to promote everybody, put everybody out there, but I can only do that with such a small platform that I have. Yeah. I don't really have a large following, so my music is just one of them things where it put me at peace. I can listen to it, I can close my eyes, and I can think about some peaceful stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it be a hard beat, a chill beat, or something upbeat, it's gonna put me in my zone, and that's what really matters most to me.
Yeah. So in terms of engineering, bro, like, cause I'm learning how to engineer too, bro. It's funny that you said it, like, cause engineer. To me, I just look at it as something fun to do. Like, I don't want to take it serious. It's just something fun to do, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. So do you record certain artists? Like, is it certain artists that you will record or won't record? Or it's kind of like you just do it. You start engineering for you.
Man, it was one of them things where I'm just recording, I ain't gonna lie. I can't even lie, man. When I first started, I wasn't recording for everybody because I didn't even really have that experience of mixing different people's vocals and stuff, like EQ and, mixing vocal tracks and mixing everything in general. Like, that takes time. And before I could perfect that craft or just get it to how I liked it, man, I had to test on somebody. I was testing on my guy Zay. Man, hey, we was in this joint almost every week recording something, and I was trying to get the vocals right. I feel like I can do it now. You know, it just take time, man. And hey, for any producer out there, engineer, what may have you, man, if y'all think something sound good, man, hey, go with it. Try it.
Yeah.
You know, don't be scared to do nothing different. And people will tell you or lead you wrong, telling you that, hey, this ain't how stuff's supposed to be. Like, you got to break away.
So would you say that you taught yourself? So you taught yourself all this basically. YouTube was your best friend.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's certain stuff that YouTube would tell you, like certain shit is so technical, like you have to be hands on with, like with this camera, for example, bro. It's
right.
YouTube can't teach me that because it's gonna be something pop up there. Okay, you gotta figure that out on your own.
yeah, you're gonna have to dive into it. Like, YouTube gonna give you breadcrumbs, man. Like, you're gonna have to dive into it and do it for yourself before you can really learn. Cause hey, somebody can tell you how to do EQ and tweak vocals all they want to, but like just for example, like your room might not be treated the proper way. So it's certain frequencies that might resonate in your room, whereas you got somebody who may have a studio that's padded, like got decent sound insulation in the walls, and sound ain't resonating in there like that. You know, so it's one of them things where, I mean to swallow that hard, but hey, it's just one of them things where you have to dive into it and actually work and experiment. You know, it'll bring you a long way.
Yeah. So how did you learn about the frequency and all that, bro? Like how did you? Cause I'm seeing you say some technical stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Like how did you learn? You just studying, or it's like as time went on, bro. You just was like, okay, this what it is. Like the more you did it, the more you caught on.
It was one of them things where I knew, you know, like I ain't even lead off with this, you know, but I was in a band. I was in a band pretty much my whole high school year, you know. Like my high school years, like junior year, my senior year, sophomore, you know, all them years, my freshman year, I was doing this stuff. I was in the band. I was playing trumpet, played mellophone, I played French horn. Because at one point, man, I was a drum major. But
I used to run dancing in the front of the band.
man, nah.
Yeah.
It was just, like, I was just teaching the class, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to take it that far, but, you know, when circumstances don't go your way, you might just want to just drop out. And hey, that was one of the things I did. Like, I ain't drop out of school, but I dropped out the band. I just couldn't take it. I had a bunch of younger kids who just wasn't on the right, they just wasn't in their right mind at that point, and it just kind of discouraged me. But nowadays, I don't let none of that stuff move me. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do regardless of how anybody else feel, and I mean that.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So back about the frequency, bro.
Yeah, when it comes to the frequencies, hey, it's just one of them things where you're gonna have to experiment with it. Like, hey, you can read up. It's plenty of books you can read up on. Like, you really want to take an in-depth look at it, but you just gotta understand how sound travel. You know, it's just certain frequencies that resonate with the mind in a peaceful way, and it's certain frequencies that don't resonate with the mind in a peaceful way. You know, it's just all about your preference. You know, like when it comes to things like bass, you know, like you just have to isolate that sound. Like, you don't want that to overtake your mix. When it comes to your instruments, you know, you put them in their own range. You know, like you might want to cut out the low end, or you might want to cut out some of the high end so you can give your hi-hats a little bit of space. You know, it's all about what you're trying to do for your track. So
it's basically just all about on like how the artist sound, what you trying to do, and all that.
I can say that. You know, it's all about the tune as well. Like, if you got your song in a certain pitch, it's gonna be certain frequencies that resonate more, and you're gonna have to cut some of that stuff out. You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to things like that.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. So you as an artist, what genre of music with hip hop you say you is?
Man, I don't even know, man. I ain't gonna lie.
That's cool if you know. Like some people, they be like, "Shit, I'm just me."
Hey, yeah, I'm just me. Like, I might do a chill song, might try to do a horror song. It's just how I feel, you know.
Yeah.
Like, man, hey, I take inspiration from a lot of key artists that's out today.
Who your top 5 artists?
Top 5, top 5. Man, I can't even do a top 5.
Who your favorite? Let's do who your number 1 favorite artist? Like
number 1. I mean, hey, I got Smirk on my shirt.
Smirk.
Yeah,
Smirk. You like Smirk, bro?
Yeah, I bump on the mo.
Dirt.
Yeah, I bump on the mo. I can say he like number 1 for me. You know, singing on that list, Ice Cube,
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Ice Cube. I'm gonna give you a top 3. My third favorite artist, man, that's a good one right there. I listen to a lot of people, but my playlist, man, my playlist be so directed towards the artists I love because hey, they
Yeah.
got that sound I like.
Yeah.
I can't even really think of the third one because lately I just been bumping Ice Cube
Yeah.
and Lil Durk. That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, my top 5 artists, like I got my guys that be coming through recording. I listen to all their stuff heavy. Like I listen to everybody's stuff I record.
Yeah.
My guy, my boy D,
How long does it take you to use
Man.
to record artists?
to record. What you mean?
When I say record, how long does it take for you to? Well, of course, it depends on them how long it take for you to record. But I'm saying like how long does it take for you to edit? Because basically, engineer you edit and they voice up.
Yeah.
So how long does it take for you to do all that?
It varies. It just varies. I'm the type of guy where I'm gonna edit throughout the session. I'm not just gonna record your vocals and they sound trash and I'm gonna charge you a little bit extra to get them fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just try to make sure they sound good out the gate before we go into it, and then at key points I'm gonna tweak it. I might automate something. It's a whole bunch of things you can automate. You got a bunch of plugins you can use, voice effects. Might want to double up somebody's voice on a track. Hey, it's just all about what they ask for.
Yeah. Yeah. This understood, bro.
Yeah.
So man, we was talking on Instagram Live, bro. And we was having a conversation just about the scene of hip hop and the scene of young men. We was talking about like drill rap. We was talking about like we were just talking, bro. And I feel like it was a good conversation that we had, bro. So let's talk about that now since we face to face, bro. So the first thing we're gonna touch on is drill rap, bro. In your opinion, do you feel like drill rap is damaging to the community, to the black community?
Man, I'm low key. Hey, to be honest, man, I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
Cause back then you had guys like Ice Cube, and
Pop too.
hey, for real though.
Yeah, Pop
and,
put out some messages too. So
and hey, they had gangster rap going on. Hey, that was the whole thing back then.
Mhm.
But to be honest, man, like that was a whole nother different era. Like that was on different stuff. Nowadays, this era reckless. Everybody want to
It's
rob.
social media though. That's what
steal.
social media dangerous too.
It's very dangerous, and a lot of guys they snitching on themselves. And when it comes to the drill music scene, hey, it's creative expression. I can tell you that. Like,
Yeah.
I always tell everybody that come through my studio, like, hey, I ain't gonna judge on how you live your life. You know what I'm saying? If you do this, do that, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But when you come in here, bro, hey, we're gonna be professional. We're gonna get this done.
Yeah.
So I mean, hey, it be people making violent songs. It be people making some freaking songs and romantic songs. It's just all about what they on. I mean, I'm cool.
But let me say this though. Only problem that I do have with drill rap is it's not really they fault the rappers. It's the kids that like the kids will listen to it. They'll be like, these motherfuckers will start beef with somebody just because they feel like they favorite rapper doing it. They feel like this the way. This the effect that drill rap have on people. Like it have people want to live a violent lifestyle knowing they really not like that, bro. Like example, Inback Young Boy. You know how many kids that boy mind got gone. Like it's stuff like that though. But I can't blame the messenger. But it's kind of like you said, it's 50-50.
Yeah, don't even get me started on Young Boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Young Boy, hey, I mess with some of his music, but overall, it's just like one of them things where he's just not the artist that I tune into. Like, some of his songs cool, but hey, I listen to it. And, yeah, he got ride or die fans. And, hey, there's nothing wrong with it, but when it comes to, like, the trolling aspect, man, that's just become a part of internet culture at this point. Like,
Trolling.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I can tell you this, man. Like, I was playing games back then, PlayStation 3, Xbox, and people was doing that online. And now it's like a mainstay thing, And, hey, it's just all about, it's just, it's kind of really hard to speak on it, because.
I get what you're saying. It is kind of hard to speak on it. Because me personally, bro, like a lot of times, like, I quit interviewing like a lot of drill rappers because I didn't want it to. It's difference between the rap and the interview and all that. Like everybody got to play their position, and I just feel like a lot of people in the industry, like they don't know how to play their position. Like for example, you an artist and you a producer, but you know what I'm saying. You're not carrying yourself like a rapper. You carry yourself like business, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what a producer is, business. So
Yeah.
I just feel like a lot of people in the industry can't play their position as well too.
Yeah,
So
they
what?
can't.
So like, what do you feel about that?
Playing your position, playing your role.
Yeah, like you got to understand what if you don't know what I mean by that. Like
I know what you
feel,
mean.
Okay, go.
Yeah, you good, man. Man, you gotta get in where you fit in. Man, you gotta take an opportunity. Like I ain't saying sit here and be no fake guy around a bunch of people. But if you want to make music, let that be known. Like, say that you hungry for it. Like, you can say it all you want. Cool, but you got to act like it as well. If you want to be an artist, be an artist. You want to be a producer, be a producer.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to be a blogger, be a blogger.
Yeah, don't be picking sides.
Like, yeah, you can't, you can't, man. I promise you. Like,
Yeah.
if you going to be a rapper, man, you have to pick one, bro. Like, hey, you can be a drill rapper. You can be in the streets. You can be rapping. I mean, I can't down you for that because you might want to change, but you can't sit here and try to pick both sides because it's always going to end one way.
Yeah.
Come on, my guy. You know how this going to be. And you know what? That's a key. Man, that was a good question you asked me. Like, all these questions, good questions.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to take that back to the drill rap. I mean, the drill question.
Yeah.
But I just feel like when it comes to that, man, y'all just gotta be careful about what y'all doing.
Yeah,
bro.
you gotta be careful about what you say, bro.
Please, like I'm all for it, bro. Like it's hype energy. Like people love that hype energy. Everybody got that hunger for that type of music. Like it's somewhere in us. You know what I'm saying? But we just don't want to have it like permeated into society, bro. Like it's a regular thing because we got real guys actually out here rapping about what they do for real. And these folks will try these folks and they'll get locked up because of it. Like, bro, y'all gotta stop setting y'allself up for failure, man. Like, we can't even do that. You got young cats, man, I'm only 21 years old, man.
Yeah.
And I don't even look like it.
Yeah.
And I done been alive for a long time. I don't got no kids.
Yeah.
I don't got none of that, and I stayed out the way. But you got guys out here that's literally putting themselves in harm's way just for some clout.
Yeah.
Y'all can't be doing that, man. That drill rap just got to tone it down a little bit. That's all I say.
Yeah, this understood.
Yeah.
So, man, when you producing for artists, do you make it clear? Like, you as a producer, do you make it clear that, bro, like, you can rap about whatever you want to rap about, but it's like certain stuff that I'm just not gonna tolerate.
Nah, I don't even really just try to censor what they gonna say. Cause if I was gonna do that, I might well just be like a producer for gospel people.
Yeah.
Man, if somebody want to come in there, I let them feel comfortable. Like my home studio is a space for them to feel comfortable as well.
Yeah.
It ain't just gonna be like a restrictive environment. Like, hey, you can't say that. Like you can say it. Like nobody's stopping you. It's just your choice on if you want to actually record this and put it out there into the wild for people to hear and make judges and assumptions about you.
Yeah. This cool.
This-
Ever thought about getting into film, bro?
Into
Like,
film? Oh, yeah. Yes.
Real?
Yes,
Like
man.
go a little bit into that.
Like getting into film. You talking about like shooting music videos and stuff,
shoot
right?
music video. Or not only film, like, recording short films, like, just production, period.
Yeah, man. My brother into performing arts. My big brother, Anthony T. James. I'm pretty sure a couple people probably heard about him. Man, he just had it. It was this play he was doing. He was a part of at the Hattie Lou. It was called
Hattie Lou
Five
Theater.
Guys. Yeah, Five Guys named Mo. I went through with my mom, my folks. We all watched it, and it was an amazing production that they've done. And my brother, man, he write his own plays. And for just to see him where he at now it's like
Mind blowing, bro.
Man, it's more than mind blowing. It's mind boggling.
Yeah.
Bro, when we be honest.
Yeah.
Cause my brother, hey, it's only so much I can say about him. Like it's one of them things where I had to get you in contact with him.
Yeah.
Like it's just the film part, man. Like I just love pictures. I love film. I love all this stuff production wise.
Yeah.
Man, if I had me a camera, that's what I'd be doing probably right now.
Yeah.
I might be taking some headshots of somebody.
Yeah.
I might be shooting a music video.
See, I'm more into the videos. I don't really like the pictures like that. I'm more into the videos, but that's what I like, bro.
I love still photography, man. I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Shout out to all the photographers, man. Y'all
Yes.
play a big role in the industry too.
Shout out to all y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah, bro. So let me ask you this, bro. How do you brand yourself as all that? Like, how do you brand like all three of these? Like, you know, they all. How do you brand yourself as a producer, engineer, and artist? Or like, do you go into different modes? Like, you know, when you're an artist, you're an artist. You're not thinking about producer. When you're a producer, you producer.
Right, if I'm gonna be an artist, I'm gonna have to produce a little bit, you know.
Okay,
like,
okay.
And sometimes I might put my own song together, you know. Like I know how to make a composition, you know.
Yeah.
It's just all about what I'm feeling at that moment. There's plenty of songs I made that I kind of got on the backlog. I might put that in like a unreleased album or something, you know. But it's always a selective process.
Yeah.
And just switching between each one of those modes, it's kind of seamless for me.
Yeah.
Man, hey, honestly, I want to start a record label. I got my logo and everything already made for this stuff. I'm actually putting it to use now. It's TimboJ Entertainment, TBE.
Yeah.
You know, and it's gonna be something for independent artists to shine. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say too much.
Okay,
you know.
man. We'll be on the lookout for that, bro.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. You know, because you definitely going to come back on the platform, bro.
Yeah, all I can say about that is, man, I got me a YouTube channel. And you remember I told you about that live I got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that live up there for people to listen to, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got like about an hour, 30 minutes of your time free, just go watch it all the way through. It's about the problems with Memphis artists, you know. It touched on a bunch of key points that me and this young man already talked about, you know. But yeah, man.
It's dope that you came up with it, man. So to get ready to wrap things up, bro, like, tell her where they can find you at on Instagram, Facebook, if they want to reach out for beats or just check you out, and tell us something that you got coming real soon, a project that you got coming real soon that you working on.
Okay, I got you. Y'all can reach me at TimboJ.music on Instagram. Y'all can reach me at Tim Nichols on Facebook. Pretty sure it's a couple y'all already friends with me. But if you want anything professional, anything music related, please email me at TimboJmusic@gmail.com. Please do that. It'll be way better for me. I can stay updated, keep my workflow steady. Now my projects. I got this EP I'm working on right now. It's gonna be called Along With Me. You know, it's just gonna be something that's gonna hit kind of close to home for me, and I just want to kind of, you know, share my pain, you know, share my thoughts and my emotions with a couple of people. You know, it's all about who want to tune into it. You know, it's gonna be a great project. I'm gonna try to work hard on it.
Yeah. Man, bet that up, bro, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check my guy out on all his social sites, man. Appreciate you for coming on Up Next TV, my guy. It was an honor having you on here, TimboJ.
Yeah, for sure, man. I appreciate the opportunity as well, man.
Bet that up.